Eat when you're hungry. Then last thing is, what about water? Because a lot of people are worried about drinking water. I see people carrying bottles of water with them and drinking every now and then because they are told that you should drink too much. There is no limit for water. When you are thirsty, you drink. If you are not thirsty, don't drink. You don't have to drink a particular amount of water. Some people say you must have 2 liters of water a day, you must have 3 liters of water a day. There's a friend of mine who keeps bottles filled with water, saying that I must finish it by evening. There's nothing like that. You drink as much as you want. But if you are very funny, if you fussy about it, and you want to know exactly how much water you drink, you can roughly take about 30 ml of water per kilogram body weight. Supposing you have 60 kilos and you take about 2 liters, you're fine. So 30 ml of water per kilogram body weight is a rough estimate of the body requiring water. Otherwise, don't take unnecessarily too much water, because if you drink too much water, you have to visit the toilet very often. And if you drink water at night too much, you can't sleep because you keep on getting up and going to the toilet for passing urine. So you try to cut down your water intake after 12 or noon, and after dinner, when the night, take minimum amount of water early in the evening, and don't take at night too much water because it gives you going to the toilet now and then and disturbs your sleep. A lot of people get sleep disturbance. They come to the doctor and say, ask for sleep pill, and the doctor prescribes sleep pill, or they themselves take sleeping pills. But the fact is, sleeping pills are not needed. They have been drinking too much water and getting up in the night to pass water now and then. So you must know how much water to drink. Now about the other things. What about fruits? Yes, fruits are good, but not not associated with the food. You should not have a meal and then fruit together. You must always keep a gap, and the fruits are better eaten in between meals. Like for example, you have a breakfast at about 8 o'clock, fruit at about 10:30, lunch at about 12, and fruit again at 3 o'clock, and dinner at 8 o'clock, and fruit before you go to bed at about 10 o'clock. But in moderation, they should never be combined, because when you combine fruit and water together, the calorie content will increase and your total calories at a given time will increase, which disturbs your balance. And you should now always try to keep your blood sugar at one level throughout the day. It should not, after a meal, it should not go up and then it should not come down suddenly, because if you have a large meal, it goes up and comes down. Have meals in moderation, always. And if you're hungry, you can eat more number of times. There are people who eat 10 times a day, no problem. There are people who eat only once a day, no problem. Both are healthy, as long as you don't overeat. I have a lot of friends who eat only once a day, and I have a lot of friends who eat 10 times a day. Both are healthy. I have been watching them. They are quite healthy. Nothing has happened to them. Nothing will happen to them, because studies have shown that either way you are okay as long as you keep your calorie content within limits. Don't overeat. Now the last thing is about water. Then what about coffee and tea? How many times you can drink? How much you can drink? Coffee and tea are not poisons, but coffee keeps you awake. So don't try to take coffee in the evening after or night, because coffee keeps most people awake. But I've seen people, the other contrary, they take a hot cup of very strong coffee and go to bed like a cat in the next 5 minutes. These are all habits. But by and large, stimulants should be avoided before sleep. Stimulants like coffee, tea are avoided after midday. You take your coffee in the morning, coffee in the afternoon, but not in the evening or late at night. Tea is better than coffee in the sense that tea is not that stimulant. Tea contains about 50 milligrams of caffeine, while coffee contains 650 milligrams of caffeine. Coffee is a stimulant. But tea is better. A lot of people say tea is good for health. I don't know whether it's true, but all that I know is tea is not bad for health. Neither is coffee bad for health. You can drink your coffee and tea in moderation anyway. What about alcohol? Yes, alcohol is bad for health. If a doctor has told you that a small amount of drinking is good for health, he must be enjoying his drink in the evening. As a matter, there's no study which says any alcohol, even a drop of alcohol, is good for health. But there are studies which show that a small amount of alcohol may not be bad for health. But that doesn't mean it is good for health. It may not be bad, but in excess, alcohol is very bad for health, and alcohol should be avoided completely. Smoking is very, very bad for health. There's no two ways about it. Smoking should be avoided if you want to be healthy. And smoking can be associated with so many diseases, starting from cancer to common cold. Even if you are a smoker, you have more frequent attacks of common cold because your resistance goes down. Smoking will lower your resistance. You get more number of diseases, even minor illnesses, major illnesses. And smoking is one of the very important causes of cancer. Smoking is very bad. Now sleep, how much sleep do you require? Some people think they require sleep for 8 hours. Some people think they require sleep for 6 hours. These are all created by the sleeping in pill industry. They make you believe that you require 8 hours sleep, and if you don't get 8 hours sleep, you run to the doctor and take a pill. So don't believe that. I have seen people, healthy people, sleeping only for 1 hour a night. There are people who sleep for 8 hours a night. Both are okay because they are used to that. A 1 hour man cannot sleep for 8 hours, a 8 hour man cannot sleep for 1 hour. So you can't say a rule saying that no, look at that man, he is sleeping for 1 hour, why do you have to sleep for 8 hours? He is sleeping for 1 hour because that is enough for him. I know our Prime Minister sleeps 3 hours a day, and that's enough for him. He works all the other 21 hours non-stop, and you and I can't do that. And there are some people who require about 6 hours sleep, like Barack Obama, who was the American president. He said he needs 8 hours sleep without which he can't work. So he sleeps full 8 hours every night. So it's all habit. So sleep, there's no dose of sleep that you require. Suppose you don't sleep, what happens? Nothing happens. Some people don't sleep, as age advances, sleep is less and less, need for sleep is less. So some nights you don't sleep at all, but don't have to worry. You don't have to roll in bed and curse yourself. No, just lie down. Lying down in bed and sleeping both give you enough rest. But sleeping will give you refreshment next morning, and just no sleep will not give you refreshment in the morning. Otherwise, the rest part of it is the same. If you don't sleep, just lie down and don't get up and walk unnecessarily because it will keep you awake again. So when you don't get sleep, just sleep and don't do anything.